Hello children, how are you? Hope all of you are safe at home. This is Satkuri Raju working as School Assistant Mathematics at ZPHS Chintagattu, Mandal Asanparthi, District Warangal, Urban. Children, in the previous video lesson, we have discussed what are sets, forms of sets and types of sets. Children, in today's video lesson, we will discuss the Venn diagrams and basic operations on sets. Before going to discuss today's topic, let us recap the important points of the previous video lesson. Okay, children.
The important topics what we have learned in the previous video lesson are: a set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. Sets are generally denoted by capital letters of English alphabet, capital A, B, C, like that. The objects in a set are called elements. We use curly brackets to represent sets. Sets can be represented in two forms. One is a roster form, another one is set builder form. A set is represented by listing its elements is roster form. A set is represented by a single variable by mentioning its property is set builder form. Next one is a set which has no elements is called empty set. It is denoted by the symbol pi. If all the elements of a set A are also in set P, then A is said to be subset of B. It is denoted by A subset B. Children, in today's class, let us learn about the Venn-Euler diagrams or simply Venn diagrams. It is one of the ways of representing the relationship between sets. So, in what purpose we use Venn diagrams? Means to represent the relationship between two or more sets. For representing these diagrams, we use rectangles or closed curves. Generally, we use circles. Rectangular shape is used for universal set. Circular or circle or curved shapes can be used for sets. Let us consider one example. Mu is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the elements in set mu. In set A, the elements are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. For this, how can we represent the Venn diagrams? So, here I am taking one rectangular shape and one circular shape. Rectangular shape represents mu, circular shape represents set A. So, here the elements of set A 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are also in set mu. That's why A is said to be subset of mu. That's why we inserted the circle in a rectangular shape. So, the elements of A 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 should be represented in circle A like this. Children, you can observe here. Then now the elements of mu we have to represent in rectangular shape. So, already 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are represented in A. These are as well as represented in mu like this. So, the remaining elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 should be represented in the remaining area of mu. Okay, children, like this we can represent the Venn diagrams. Let us consider one more example. A is equal to BCD and B is equal to BD, EFG. How can we represent Venn diagrams for these sets? First, we have to draw one rectangular shape for mu, and here we have two sets A and B. For this, we draw two circles which are overlapping each other by giving sign A and B. Then in set A, the elements are A, B, C, D. and in set B the elements are B, D, E, F, G. In these two sets the elements B, D are common. These elements present in A as well as in B. So we have to represent these common elements in common area of overlapping circles. So here I am representing observed children B and D, like this we have to represent. So in set A, B and D are represented, the remaining elements are A and C. So these elements should be represented the remaining area of set A. Similarly, in set B, BD are already represented. That's why the remaining elements E, F, G should be represented in the remaining area of set B. Like this, we can represent the Venn diagrams for two or more sets. Let us consider one more example. Here I am taking A is equal to 2, 3, 5 and B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Children, you can observe here set A is subset to B here. Why? Because the elements of set A 2, 3, 5 are also present in set B. That's why A is said to be subset of B. In this case, how can we represent the Venn diagrams? First, to draw a rectangular shape. Here A is subset to B means A is inserted in B. Circle A is inserted in B, like this we have to represent. So next, what we do? The elements of 2, 3, 5 should be represented in circle A. In circle A. Here these elements present in A as well as in B. That's why 2, 3, 5 are also present in circular B, like that. So the remaining elements of B are 1 and 4 represent like this. In this way, we can represent the Venn diagrams when A is subset to B. Let us learn basic operations on sets. In arithmetics, we have four fundamental operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Similarly, in sets, we have three types of operations. They are union, intersection and difference. These three are basic operations on sets. First, we learn about union of the sets. If two sets are given, then we learn how to find the union of the sets. Let us consider one example. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. B is equal to 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Here two sets are given. To find union of these sets, we have to write all the elements of A and B in a single set, like this. To find the A union B or union of these sets, we have to write all the elements of A and B in a single set. But here the elements 2 and 3 are common in A and B. Means these are repeated. 2, 3 are repeated. But we have to take here once only. That's why we can remove 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 we can remove. These are taken once only. In this way, we can write the union of the sets like this. By this example, we define the union of sets. The set which consists of all elements of set A and B is called union of sets. Here, it is denoted by A union B, like this. The symbol U is used for union of sets to represent the union of sets. The set builder form of A union B is X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. So in the union of this set, all the elements of A as well as B should be taken. So in this way we can find the union of the sets. So let us take one more example. Before that, we'll learn about how to draw a Venn diagram for A union B, union of sets. First we draw a rectangular shape and set A and set B overlapping here. So we have to shade first set A, then set B like this. The total shaded area is represents A union B. Here A union B represents total shaded area. Like this we can represent the Venn diagram for A union B. Let us consider one more example on union of sets. So here I am taking A is equal to 2568, B is equal to 5791. Find A union B. How can we find A union B for this? The process of finding A union B is like this. A union B is equal to, first write set A, then symbol U, then write set B. Then these elements of two sets should be written in a single set like this. Here also we can observe the element 5 is repeated, but we have to take once only. So like this, A union B is equal to 2568791. We can write these elements in ascending order also. Like this we can write. These two are same. So in this way we have to find the A union B. Let us consider one more example. A is equal to AIU and B is equal to AEIOU. Show that A union B is equal to B. So here we can observe set A. The elements are in set A, the elements are AIU. So these elements are also present in set B. It means here A is subset to B. So we find the union of the sets. A union B is equal to, we can write first like this, then write all the elements in a single set, then the repeated elements can be taken once only, then it becomes like this, AEIOU. So here AEIOU is equal to the set B. That's why we can write is equal to B. That's why A union B is equal to B here. So we get here A union B is equal to B. Why? Because A is subset to B. That's why we can say that if A subset B, then A union B is equal to B. Similarly, in case if B subset A, then what happens? Then A union B is equal to, we get A. Here the bigger set is A, that's why we get A union B is equal to A like this. These are all the examples for union of sets. Let us learn the second one, intersection of sets. Let us consider one example here. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B is equal to 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. Find the set of common elements of A and B. Find the set of common elements here. So here the given sets are A and B. In these two sets, children observe what are the common elements here. Here 2, 4, 5 are the common elements. So what we write here, what we find here, that's a set of common elements. So that's why I am writing like this. Set of common elements is equal to 2, 4, 5. So what we have done here, we made a set by using common elements of A and B. So this set is called intersection of A and B. Intersection of A and B. So it is denoted by A intersection B. The symbol is called intersection. So like this we can find A intersection B. We can define the intersection of sets. The set of all elements which are common in both A and B is called intersection of set A and set B. So, to find the intersection of sets, what we have to do? We have to find the common elements in both sets and write in a set. It will be A intersection B. The set builder form of A intersection B like this: X such that X is A, X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Here we use the term AND. Okay, children. Let us consider Venn diagram for A intersection B. How can we draw a Venn diagram for A intersection B? So like this, first draw a rectangle shape and draw two circles which are overlapping each other. Then first shade set A, then shade set B. Here the shaded area, two lines, the shaded area is the A intersection B. The common area, the shaded area of common is A intersection B. Like this we can represent A intersection, Venn diagram of A intersection B. Then let us take one example. A is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8. B is equal to 7, 8, 9, 10. Find A intersection B. To find this, first we write like this. First write A, then symbol of intersection, then write set B, the elements of set B. What we have to think to find A intersection B here? Yes, we have to think which elements are common in both sets. What are they? Here 7 and 8 are the common elements because these two elements present in A and as well as in B. So then we can write like this: A intersection B is equal to 7, 8. Simply we represented the elements 7 and 8 in a single set. It is in A intersection B. Let us know how to write Venn diagram for this example. So first we draw rectangular shape and two circles A and B. Then here the common area, this one, this is the common area. That's why I represented 7 and 8 in common area, the overlapping area. I shaded here. Children, observe. So this is the intersection portion. So the remaining elements can be represented 5, 6 and 9, 10 like this. So in this way we can represent the A intersection B in Venn diagrams. Okay, children. Next, I am taking one example. A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7 and B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. Children, is there any common elements in these two sets? Observe here. No, there is no common elements here. There is no common elements here. So these type of sets which are have no common elements, these type of sets are called disjoint sets. What? Disjoint sets. So we can define like this: if there is no common elements in set A and set B, then they are called disjoint sets. So children, in this case, can we find intersection? Can we find A intersection B? So observe here. Here to find A intersection B, we have to think what are the common elements. But here no common elements. Here we have no common element. That's why it is empty set. It is empty set. So we can say like this: if A and B are disjoint sets, then the A intersection B should be empty. Let us consider one more example. Set A is equal to X such that X is a prime number less than 10. and set B is x is a composite number less than 10. Find A intersection B. Children, to find A intersection B, we have to know what are the elements present in set A and set B. So we should translate this set builder form into roster form. So prime numbers less than 10 means there are 2, 3, 5, 7 are the prime numbers less than 10. That's why A is equal to, we can write 2, 3, 5, 7. In the same way, set B is composite numbers less than 10. So what are the components, composite numbers? 4, 6, 8, 9 are the composite numbers less than 10. That's why we can write B is equal to 4, 6, 8, 9. Children, observe here. To find A intersection B, we have to list out the common elements in set A and set B. Is there any common elements in A and B? No. Here we have no common elements. So these two sets are also called disjoint sets. That's why we can write like this: A intersection B is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7 intersection, then B set B 4, 6, 8, 9. So here we have no common elements. That's why A intersection B is equal to pi, empty set. So by this we can say if A and B are disjoint sets, then we can say A intersection B is equal to pi. So that's all, children. I am giving some more examples. Practice these questions, answer these questions. So first question is A is equal to 2, 3, 5, 8, 9. B is equal to 1, 5, 6, 7, 9. Find A union B. Second one is set A is elements of A, B, C, D. In set B, elements are B, C, D, E, F. Find A intersection B. Third question is x is a prime number less than 20 is set A. X is a factor of 36 is set B. So find A union B and A intersection B. So to solve this question, you have to list out the elements which are present in set A and set B. Then only you can find A union B and A intersection B. The next one is draw Venn diagrams for A union B and A intersection. These are already we have seen in the previous slide. So we can draw easily. Fifth question is write any two disjoint sets and prove their intersection is empty set. It is also very easy to solve. Okay, children?
Children, that's all for today. I hope by now you understood how to draw Venn diagrams and how to find the union and intersection on sets. Children, these are very important topics in this lesson. You will get a 4 marks question in annual examination. Children, practice well and take care. Bye.